side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Mike, 53! Mike. Here we go. Alert! Shadow!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Jack it, reload.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4. Hey, check. General West. 72. Kill. Hey. High 7. Hey, goal 66.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to loft one. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hit. 72.
First down, here's White. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Out.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. It's John Simon with a sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. My spot 4. Hey, let's get that ball.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Stop your whining.
Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, check it. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go bandit. Hey, exit. Check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Patriots send out their punter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Set. 180. Blue down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Run. Coming to you. 58. Hey, Echo. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Wahoo! Check. Walk 54. Hey. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
The Browns, first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Slam, 61, match box, right.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Shoot! Kill!
Alert! Rip!
Brady now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We got trips over here. Let's overload.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down, Browns.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Hey, Charlie!
First down, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'm going back to you.
King! Bravo!
36 to Mike. I got you, punk.
Mike, 36. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's checking.
Hey, check it.
Check.
To throw is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
72.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Go Bandit.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's good for the Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wait, set. Ready?
Watch 84.
Hey, go 66. Go. No, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Kirksey. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Brady to throw. And this one brought in by Sanu. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the punt, they have a long way to go if they want to tie this football game.
And when you say a long way to go, you mean the full 99 yards backed up almost as far as you can be. And they also have to be aware that the defense is going to come after them. A lot of defense will blitz and attack in this situation, hoping to cause a little bit of havoc. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Smooth. 54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Alert. Watch the screen.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Beckham. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Mike 54. 6-6. Pull it high. We got it. Check through. Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's got Njoku over the middle. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
2 yards on the pickup.
Three quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Wait, 20.
Come on, let's go.
80 weapons. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Let's go up. No, 66.
From the 44, Brady. He's got White here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. On first down, it's White, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, Alabama.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Caught by Sanu. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Here we go.
Wait, 53. Hey. Hold 50.
They'll run on first down. White. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On the toss, here's Michel. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Steven Gostkowski on for the field goal.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield now from the 50. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike, 36. Mike.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, orbit.
36.
One last shot for Mayfield here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That